We all know how important that Social Security deposit day is. It's something you count on. But what happens when you check your account and the number isn't what you expected? Well, today, we're going to walk through a proactive plan so you can feel confident and in control every single month. Let's dive right in.
So if your birthday falls between the 21st and the 31st of the month, you know your next deposit is just around the corner. Instead of just waiting and hoping for the best, let's spend a few minutes getting ahead of it. This isn't about creating worry, not at all. It's about being informed and ready for anything.
Look, you're used to seeing that same reliable number hit your account every month, and that's exactly how it should be most of the time. But every once in a while, that amount might look a little different. So we're going to walk through the most common reasons why, so you know exactly what you're looking for.
Okay, the first thing to be aware of is a simple Medicare premium adjustment. Sometimes, if there was a little processing delay at the beginning of the year with your premiums, the Social Security Administration just needs to get things caught up. So they might deduct more than one premium from a single payment to get your account current. It's really just a catch-up measure.
Now here's the key. Look at these specific numbers. If you see an odd deduction for exactly $202.90, well, that's one premium. If you see one for $405.80, you guessed it, that's two. These aren't random amounts. They're a huge clue that this is probably just a Medicare catch-up.
All right, the next possibility is something called the Treasury Offset Program, or TOP for short. Now, this sounds a little intimidating, but it's just a standard government process. It's how they collect on established, overdue federal debts, things like back taxes. It's not some surprise action. It's a formal collection method they're authorized to use.
So the crucial thing to know here is the limit. For these kinds of debts, the Treasury Offset Program can take up to 15% of your monthly Social Security benefit. So if you see a deduction that's right around that specific percentage, it's a pretty strong sign that the TOP is the reason.
But what if you check your account and the money just isn't there at all? Well, before you panic, sometimes the issue isn't with Social Security, but with your own bank. If the deposit amount is different from the usual, even by a tiny bit, a bank's automated security system might just flag it for a quick review and put a temporary hold on the money.
And this is exactly why a little bit of patience is so important. These security holds are almost always temporary, and they often clear up within 48 hours. Just knowing about this possibility can save you a ton of unnecessary stress if the money isn't there first thing in the morning.
Okay, so now we get it. We understand why a deposit might be different. So let's get practical and talk about what to do. We've put together a super simple checklist for you to run through on the morning your payment is supposed to arrive.
Here it is, just 3 simple steps. First, just compare this month's net deposit to last month's. Easy enough. If it's lower, move to step 2. Log into your My Social Security account online. Go straight to the tab that says Deductions. And finally, step 3. Identify the source. The system will tell you exactly why there was a deduction. See? This little routine puts you right back in the driver's seat.
And what if you do that checklist and you do find an issue? No problem at all. There is a clear, simple path to getting answers and getting it sorted out. Let's walk through that plan right now.
Okay, so if your online statement specifically says Treasury Offset, this next part is really important. To get the fastest answer, you're not going to call the Social Security Administration. Instead, you'll want to contact the Treasury program directly.
And there it is. This is the number you need. You might want to write it down. For any questions at all about a Treasury offset, you call the program directly at 1-800-304-3107. They're the ones who will have all the specific details about the debt they're collecting.
And for those other issues, the path is just as clear. If you think it's a bank hold or your deposit is just plain late, your very first call should be to your bank. Just call their customer service and they can tell you if there's a hold and exactly when it should be lifted.
You know, when it comes right down to it, that's what this is all about. The crucial point is to be informed, not alarmed. Understanding these possibilities before they happen just removes all that anxiety and the element of surprise. Being informed means you can handle anything that comes up calmly and effectively. It really does give you peace of mind.
And that leads to one final thought. Having a plan for deposit day is a great first step. It really is. But it makes you think, how does this one day fit into your bigger financial picture? Taking a moment to think about that is truly the best way to make sure you're always ready for whatever comes next.